Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you some of my favourite, most worn fragrances recently. These are the ones that I've been gravitating towards the most and I'm just really excited to be sharing these with you today. Before we get started, if you're new to my channel then welcome. If you're interested in seeing new videos every week all about beauty, fragrance and things like that, then feel free to subscribe to my channel below, and you can activate the notification bell as well so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And with that being said, let's get started. So the first fragrance I want to share with you today is one that I absolutely love in my collection. It's quite a luxurious fragrance and it's one that for a while I wasn't really wearing it, but then recently I noticed that I have started to wear it more, which I'm really happy about, and that one is Bleu Turquoise from Armani Privé. Now, this fragrance is unlike anything else I've ever tried. It's so unique, it's so beautiful, and it's kind of centered around that woody, aromatic, salty vanilla kind of scent, but there is something also kind of almost reminiscent of pine needles in here. There's something kind of creamy in here. It's quite sweet, I would say, from the vanilla, I suppose, but it's offset by the salty notes. And I do believe there are some florals in here as well. But as I say, to me, primarily, it's like a woody, salty, vanilla, creamy, beautiful kind of fragrance. You guys, this perfume is just incredible. Please let me know if you've tried this one. I'd love to hear what you think of it. Because it's truly inspirational to me, you know. It's not often that I come across a fragrance that really inspires me in that way, something that's just so unique and so unlike anything else. So beautiful, you guys, and I did actually wear this fragrance on the first day of my recent holiday with my boyfriend, so it does have some nice memories attached to it now. We went to this spa and had a massage. It was actually my first massage. So it was quite a special treat, you know, and this was the fragrance I wore on that day. It's just beautiful. Very strong and long lasting as well, and for some reason I underestimated that about this perfume at first. I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting it to be so beast mode, but it actually really is, and in fact I have to be careful of how much I spray of this one because my boyfriend did tell me that sometimes it can be a bit much. I don't know if he said it like that, but he said sometimes it can smell quite strong, so I took that as, you know, maybe tone it down a bit for the future. So it is a really strong one. You don't need to spray a lot. It lasts a long time. It is pricier, you know, I would say this is more of like a luxurious fragrance. It's like high end and stuff, but for me it was really worth it because of how unique it is and how it's just a masterpiece fragrance, you guys. This is just beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I've really been enjoying wearing it this summer, and that one is Bleu Turquoise from Armani Privé. The next fragrance I've been wearing recently, and this one's actually surprised me quite a lot because it's not one that I thought I would be that interested in at all, actually. And it is Amber Rouge from Orientica. Now, some of you might remember when I mentioned this in my haul video, it was a fragrance that was sent to me by Orientica very kindly, and it wasn't one that I'd tried before, so it was kind of like a blind buy fragrance. And to me, like when I smelt it, it basically just smelt like Baccarat Rouge to me, and I think that is the idea of the scent. I have read up on this one a bit more since I got it, and I think that is the idea of it. It's kind of meant to be inspired by Baccarat Rouge, and funnily enough, it's just been a really nice easy reach fragrance for me. And I think part of the reason for that is the Baccarat Rouge DNA I have found in general is very easy to blend with other fragrances. So I've been layering this with some other fragrances. I have also been wearing it just on its own as well, and it's a really nice long-lasting fragrance. If you're not familiar with Baccarat Rouge, which is basically how this smells to me, it's essentially like this kind of salty, sweet, woody type of fragrance with this marine-like quality, almost reminiscent of a sea breeze, and something reminiscent of maybe spun sugar, like slightly burnt sugar perhaps. A very pleasant fragrance indeed, but it's just not one that I thought I would be gravitating towards as much. I think I did read some really positive reviews on this as well. Like as I say, I've been reading into it more, and I think it's quite a well-loved fragrance, so hearing all of the great things people had to say about it, it kind of naturally got me more interested in this and more invested in it, you know, to persevere and give it a try and things like that. And I have been really enjoying it, so I plan to continue wearing it. I don't know if there's actually a dent in this. I don't know how full it was to begin with, but I wonder if that's a wee dent in there already. I don't really know, but I have been wearing it a fair few times recently. Let me know if you've tried this one. As I say, it's basically just like Baccarat Rouge, but it is in this beautiful bottle, and it's really easy to layer with, really easy to wear in general. Very nice. It lasts a fairly long time, I would say. I can't remember exactly how long, but it is quite long lasting. And yeah, it's just a fragrance I've really been enjoying since I got it, and that one is Amber Rouge from Orientica Parfums. The next fragrance I've been absolutely loving, and it's another new addition into my collection actually. That one is Prodigieux from Nuxe, Prodigieux Le Parfum I think it's called. And I've been wearing this one a lot with the matching sort of oil that came in my gift set. So I've been wearing these two together a lot recently. They're such a beautiful summery combo. Let me know if you guys have tried this one, but to me it really does smell like summer. It's got that slightly tropical feeling about it. I think from what I can remember, there's coconut, vanilla, some yellow florals as well, I think. I can't really remember, but it's kind of, it has this sort of luxurious lotion vibe to it. Maybe a little bit like suntan lotion, but very luxe, and it has this sort of mineral accord in there as well. I think on the listing it's something like pebbles, but to me it gives this feeling of warm sand, maybe golden hour on the beach, that type of thing. It's just really beautiful, really kind of relaxed as well. It's got this sort of casual, everyday, relaxing by the beach kind of mood to it, and I just really like it. The oil as well smells beautiful. I think I can't put my finger on whether it's the same scent. I think it might be the same scent as the fragrance, or maybe it's slightly different, but they do mesh very well together. And it's actually very long lasting if you spray the fragrance over the oil, which is what I've been doing. I've been really enjoying wearing this to work and on my days off. It doesn't really matter. I've just been really enjoying these. They're really beautiful. Kind of this sort of balmy, yellow floral, coconutty, vanilla, slightly tropical kind of luxe fragrance. Very nice, from Nuxe. And next up today I'm going to mention these two together because I kind of wear them, I quite often layer these, I've noticed. So I will decide on one, I'll spray it, and then I will go back in and pick up the other one and layer it. That's just kind of what happens. I really, really like how these two smell together actually. So, sorry, I haven't even said what they're called. So I've got Musc Noir from Narciso Rodriguez, and I also have the Musc Noir Rose. Now, they're just beautiful, you guys. I would say the more unique and stunning of the two would be the original Musc Noir, to be honest with you. This one has something about it. This is really unique. It's got that kind of soft suede accord in there. It's got your plum note as well. It's got the musk, of course. It's very, very musky, this one. Kind of velvety in nature. It's just stunning, you guys. And it has this kind of luminosity to it as well that I just can't even really describe for you. It's just very, very unique, this one here. The Musc Noir Rose is not as unique as this fragrance, but it is still very beautiful. Much easier to wear, I think. It's just more casual and easygoing, a bit more like sort of flirty, a bit more girly perhaps, whereas this one is a bit more mature and sensual, maybe. So they're both beautiful. Of course, this one has the note of rose in there. It's got some vanilla, it's got some pink pepper and bergamot, as well as the musk. But I would say the musk in here is not all that strong. The musk is definitely stronger in this fragrance. So they're both very pretty in their own different ways, basically, and I've been really enjoying wearing them together. The Musc Noir Rose is sweeter, and it's just more kind of I would say it's the scent profile of this one, it's more inspired by the sort of more mass appealing designer scents, like those really sweet ones. It's got elements of even like La Vie est Belle in there. It's got elements of sea, like, you know, those sweet designer popular fragrances. I would say there's more inspiration taken from the likes of those when it was when they were creating this fragrance, whereas this one is definitely much more unique and it's not nearly as sweet. So actually, when I've been layering these two together, the sweetness is kind of like balanced out and I can kind of control it a bit better. So if I want the Musc Noir but I want it to be a bit sweeter, I can add a little bit of Musc Noir Rose and vice versa. I would say between the two of these, the original Musc Noir is my favourite, just for all the reasons I've mentioned. I think it's more unique, more sensual, very, very seductive actually, very musky, balmy, dewy, beautiful, velvety, just absolutely wonderful. But as I say, recently I've been layering these two together and I've been wearing them both like interchangeably a lot. So that's those ones there from Narciso Rodriguez. And next up today, I don't quite know how to introduce this to you because it's like 3 fragrances all at once that I'm wanting to talk about. So I'm just gonna like hold them all up. Basically, it's the full Mon Guerlain line that I have been absolutely loving recently, you guys. Seriously, I've been getting so much use out of these lately. And funnily enough, I've had some really lovely comments from my boyfriend whenever I've worn these. Now, obviously I have quite a few fragrances in my collection, and sometimes I notice certain sort of reactions from my boyfriend that are better than others. Let me know if you would like a full video on that, because I feel like I have enough feedback from him now to actually show you guys like which ones in my collection are his favourites on me. But as like a sneak peek, I suppose, it's definitely the Mon Guerlain line that he really likes, as well as some other ones in my collection. But I've received some really positive comments from him every time I have worn a fragrance from the Mon Guerlain line, whether it's the original, whether it's the Sparkling Bouquet, and also the Intense one here as well. In particular, he really, really liked the Sparkling Bouquet, which in some ways I'm a bit like, really? You know, like out of all of the ones I have, like why that one? But then in other ways it kind of makes sense because I think he prefers like fresher, more floral kind of fragrances, which to be honest, out of all of the Mon Guerlains, we kind of know that this one, the Sparkling Bouquet, it's the fresher, more light-hearted version out of all of these, whereas those two are more like woody and like vanillic fragrances, heavier, more my kind of scent to be honest, but I think he prefers like these lighter types of scents. So anyway, I've been really enjoying wearing these Mon Guerlain fragrances. They're just so easygoing, and actually, see if there's a day when I really just want to relax and maybe I'm feeling a little bit sort of fragile, or I'm not feeling well or whatever, I actually find that I'm always drawn to the original Mon Guerlain for its sort of calming properties, that lovely lavender in there with the vanilla, the beautiful florals in here, the lovely woody notes. It's just sort of like wrapping myself up in a cozy blanket. I just absolutely love it. That's why I got the biggest size for the original EDP. But as I say, I've been wearing these two a lot as well, and I'm noticing now how low I am of the Intense, so that will definitely need to be a repurchase, I think, because I'm really running low on that one. So yeah, the Mon Guerlains, all 3 here, I've been absolutely loving. And last up today, but by no means least, we have another fragrance from the Narciso Rodriguez house, and that is the For Her EDT. I've been loving this as well. It's just such a beautiful, sensual, musky, balmy, floral, powdery, gorgeous type of fragrance. Really, really recognizable, really, really stunning. Oh, I just absolutely adore this fragrance. It amazes me every time how strong it is for it being an EDT, and it's just crazy to me as well how different this one is to the EDP. Like, I really don't understand that at all. The EDP is like a completely different fragrance. It's got rose, it's got peach, it's colder, like it just smells completely different to this, you know what I mean? Like, this has your white florals, your osmanthus, your orange blossom, your musk, your amber, a little bit of vanilla I think, and some bergamot in the opening. Like, It's this very sensual, musky, like feminine, date night sultry kind of fragrance, whereas I would say the EDP, for starts, to me it's actually lighter. It's not as intense as this, and it's more based around this kind of cold muskiness, very different to this. This one to me is very warm and sensual, whereas the EDP has got this cold kind of musky nature to it with the rose, and I get quite a lot of the peach as well. It wasn't actually for me, that perfume, I have to say. I can appreciate it, I think it's lovely, but I didn't like it when I wore it. I didn't really like how it smelled on myself, and I don't really think it necessarily suited me all that much. But anyway, that's kind of a side note. But yeah, I have been enjoying this For Her EDT from Narciso Rodriguez. And in case you're wondering, I do get asked this quite a lot. The bottle looks different because this is like a limited edition, generous spray size, I think they call it. It's 75ml, so it looks different from the other ones. It's not a fake or anything, it's just like a limited edition version of it. So anyway, that was my other fragrance that I wanted to mention to you because I've just been absolutely loving it. So before I sign off for today's video, you might remember a wee while ago I did a promotion for Vivaya's beautiful, stylish, sustainable and comfortable shoes. I just wanted to remind you that you can still use my discount code. I will leave it on the screen here for you, and I will link them below. You can still check them out and use my discount code for a wee bit of money off. Thank you so much for watching today, I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you very soon on my next video. Bye!